It's a wonderful day to rob a bank. Maybe 2 or 3, 4, 5, I don't care. How else could we get the money to buy a nice big Christmas tree with baubles on? So just remember as you send your gifts away for the crew that today is payday too. Give me that guitar, you bastard. Oh yeah, I've still fucking got it. When Christmas comes, everybody's having fun, and no fucker is expecting that a heist is being brewed like a nice cup of tea. So just remember as you send your gifts away for the crew that today is payday Merry fucking Christmas!
I know. I just want you ready.
Right, we are here. We are live. Salva's nude. You just can't see.
Not nude. I'm just not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts.
Well, funny enough, that counts as nude, in, according to the law, if you're in public. So, deal with them shits.
Well,
Getting off the screen as quickly as possible because I'm tired of hearing the Christmas song.
Yeah, please. Oh my god.
So I saw this thing from one of Asmongold's streams, I guess, where he's responding to a chatter saying like, "Oh, like, the training manual says you shouldn't fire at a driver that's like driving towards you or whatever, something like that." And he's like, why would I care about the training manual in a moment like that? And of course this other guy, Lonerbox, I don't really know who this guy is, he's some other streamer or whatever, is like, you know who else doesn't care about training manuals? The police and governments of and federal agents of fucking of dictatorships and all those other horrible countries that you complain about. And I'm like, what? Isn't authoritarian dictatorships sort of the opposite of ignoring the rules? Isn't the whole point is that they have much too strict of adherent to the rules? Like the just following orders meme has been around for a while. I don't like. What are we talking about? Yeah. No. Like, they don't care about the training manuals over there either. I'm like, no, I think they care too much about the training manuals to the point because the training manuals are just indoctrination tools to force compliance with their oppressive goals. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
That's the worst take he's had, I think, maybe. I hope it's the worst take he's had, because that's a pretty bad one. I also saw a thing about communism today. I guess Jimmy Carr was trying to school his audience on communism.
Yeah.
And I like Jimmy Carr. I've always liked Jimmy Carr's comedy, but someone asks him to define communism in his audience, and he gets it just straight up wrong. The way he defines it is from the abilities from each by their abilities to each by their needs. And I'm like, I get what you're saying. Like, put people, in positions that they're most suited for, and then redistribute their wealth to the people who can't contribute as much or whatever. But that's not what it is. It's collective ownership of the means of production. It means that you do not have ownership of anything. Everybody owns it, so you can't monetize the fact that you're, skilled. And then on top of that, it of course it leads to all the other problems with collectivism and communism and things like that, where it's just like you have a few people who are dragging down the whole herd by being useless, lazy pieces of shit. It's like with socialized healthcare, right? Like, we have socialized healthcare where I live, and I don't smoke. I don't want cancer, frankly, so I don't smoke. A lot of the people that I do know do smoke. Why the fuck should I have to pay for their bad decision? Why should my taxes be going to treat their stupidity? It shouldn't, frankly, just straight up. But the federal government of a large nation is completely incapable of accurately and efficiently judging which cases would be worthy of socialized healthcare and which ones wouldn't be. Because fraud and scams are constant, right? Like, look how much heat my mom has faced with workers' compensation after being injured on the job. And they're trying to say that she's faking it and stuff like that, even though there's a fucking lesion on her brain. She's diagnosed with a severe TBI. Like, bro, what? She's faking one of her eyes moving at a different fucking speed and response time than her other eye. Yep, that totally faked. Yep, that's one thing that's really easy to fake. She's totally faking the crystals in her ears that are responsible for a person's equilibrium not being in place. Yep, that's totally. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I can't make it make sense. Like, I've tried.
It's fucking wild, dude.
Trust me, the last 6 years I've been trying to wrap my head around that shit, and I can't.
Mm-hmm. Well, and at a certain point, maybe you wonder, how much is it just because the people who are in charge of the fucking accounts are just pieces of shit, who don't care about the person at the other end of the phone. They just they have their own ego and their own ideas, right? Because my mom is not not a super agreeable person. I get that. She absolutely can be, I guess, prickly. It's kind of a bad way to put it, but it's more like my mom doesn't take shit from people.
She shouldn't, especially when it's something over her fucking health.
Yeah, she speaks bluntly and she speaks straightforward. She doesn't mince words. She tells you what it is, and not that she's just openly crass and rude, but if you treat her that way, she's certainly gonna fucking throw it back at you. So yeah, maybe they just had their feelings hurt because they were dealing with somebody smarter and more well spoken and more willing to confront them than they had in the past. Because the thing is that in order to get a job working for workers' comp, qualifications really aren't that steep. They're pretty minimal. They pretty much hire any dumb bum off the street, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I saw a thing from Sen Vinky. This is totally a different topic, but I saw a thing from Sen Vinky, the CEO of Larian, saying that it wasn't their decision to not port Baldur's Gate 3 to consoles, or to Switch 2, sorry, specifically. Mm-hmm. And That makes a lot of sense to me. But the question of who might be responsible for it is up in the air. Because, you know, could be Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast, or it could be Nintendo that got in the way of it. I think Nintendo might have been a major cause. Because with Baldur's Gate 3, you know Larian would have wanted to make mods available to players. On Switch too, because their mods are available. Certain types of mods are available on consoles, on the other consoles that it's ported to. But you know Nintendo wouldn't let that happen. No way in hell.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely Nintendo. I'm calling it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of why. I had a reason in my head before as to why Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast might have blocked it, but I can't remember what I had thought of. Could just be because, you know, Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast are gigantic pieces of shit. Who've been actively running the company into the ground for the past few years. Trying to replace their teams with fucking AI and shit. Like, ugh, just gross. Just grody.
Well, lads, thanks for breaking me out. But I shouldn't have
Yeah, genuinely fuck Nintendo.
shot me. Way more than those minge-bag wankers could dig up. Someone
Yeah, Nintendo sucks. Hasbro sucks. Wizards of the Coast sucks.
find out who.
Um,
Gonna be easy. No fanning about around the edges.
Sven Vinky is a king.
Deals or
Sven Mickey's fucking based.
There's the entrance. Don't pussyfoot around. Knock that front door down.
Aha. Nope. No living. I almost fucking clubbed this woman in the head. That was not my intention. I hit the wrong button.
Ever done that? That'll be funny.
It might have been funny, yeah. Yeah, I think it probably could have been humorous.
Here you go, Salva.
Yes.
Gunner.
Up there we go.
Whack. Oh my god, this fucking taser. Piss off, bro. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's a key card in forensics.
Got a key card as well.
Nice. We get the director's office, will be very, very good. Yeah, I'm not seeing a fourth. But, tis what tis.
Where's the third one?
Forensics.
Oh, okay.
Here, give me a fucking medic bag of hot. Oop. Oop. Boop. Oh, that's what. No, damn it. There we go. Director's office. We are home free.
Nice.
I'm gonna sit here and drag my nuts across Pam Bondi's desk.
Hell yeah.
Whoops.
A professional doesn't need to kill those people, you know? Yeah, well, who said I was pro? I'm just a guy with a gun. Oh my god. Oop. Sort of ducked my bullet, son of a bitch. No, nobody's going down like Dalton's. Except for Cash Patel and his cronies, his crew, his lackeys, his punching bags. His
Honest.
little douchies.
What even are the Daltons?
Who are the Daltons? I don't know. I've definitely heard the term before, but the phrase. I'm gonna destroy that sniper. Hell yeah. Ooh, we can head back to the operations room and get shit popping back there.
Get it poppin'.
Get it fucking popping.
Pop the molly, I'm sweating.
Percocet. Molly Percocet. Represent. Gotta represent. Brick Squad!
Brick Squad. I love that that's all just from the same fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
It was from a bygone era where rap music was away from the hustle and bustle of reality, but before the stupidness of mumble rap.
Beautiful example there, Salvo.
He did a pretty good
Yes,
job. He
okay.
kind of made it sound like Chacarone Macaron.
Yeah.
Chacarone Macaron.
I don't know. That is a masterpiece of Latin music.
I thought it was French.
Latink music.
Nope.
No,
It's made by a Dominican guy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Chacarone Macaron. Chacarone.
I don't know.
What's even the point of the song? Like, I don't...
There is no point.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm the Walrus,
Good, 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 you.
where he's literally just saying like words that sound good together. Sitting on a cold flight, waiting for the van to come. damn it. There we go. Okay, fine. Gotta shoot him twice because a medic showed up.
Forensics.
Kill that cloaker. Clonker. Gotti. Access granted. Bro. You right, Crow Pro. We are pro Crow.
Crow.
Ooh. Oh, I hear that sniper. Haha. Got him without even shooting him. Hell yeah. Couldn't even see the bastard. Get these fucking Marshall shields out my face. Hand off the Epstein files. You gonna slide me a couple of convictions.
A couple of counts. Nice.
Ha! Killed that bulldozer midair. You can still surrender. No. No, that's not happening.
Can we?
I love that you can still surrender. Like, what they're just gonna not continue shooting at us after we killed 1,700 cops.
Yeah.
Ha! I love when the enemies stack up next to a shield, so I don't gotta shoot the shield. I can just shoot the guy next to him and kill him too. You know what I miss from time to time, though? I miss Apex Legends. I wish that game was still fun.
Yeah, I've been having a craving for a shooter lately, like a COD or something. I'm like, I ain't touching Battlefield because I ain't gonna touch Saudi Arabia filth.
Saudi slop.
And with the fucking leak of the next Sims DLC being fucking royalty and legacy, what the fuck it's called? It's like, yeah, they're adding Saudi princes into the fucking Sims.
Fringe.
That's probably not the case, but in my mind, that's straight up what they're doing. Is they're adding Saudi Arabia and they're adding the Saudi princes into the game as actual characters you can interact with. But if they see a woman not wearing a burqa or a hijab, it's instantaneous stoning.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like emptying out like 300 gigs of my SSD to run Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, that's exactly the problem. Yeah, and I want to play more Time Splitters. I'm kind of sad that there's not more guns stuff, and the map maker's not implemented yet.
Yeah.
Also, as much as I love Time Splitters, which I really do, and I think we did a great job on the feel of the game, I do want a shooter that has sort of the movement system, like the focus on player movements that like Apex Legends had.
It's the fact that I 100% believe that Respawn will never make another game, or if they do, it's not going to live up to people's expectations.
I don't think that they're going to do another thing that I'm really interested in, not for a long time. And the people who left Respawn to make their own studio, I don't think that they're going to make anything worth a damn either, because High Guard looks stupid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and ever since the reveal at the Game Awards, there was no information out about that afterwards. Nothing came out. Their socials have been quiet, and the game's supposed to come out in a couple of weeks.
That's crazy. I wonder if they're going to delay it at the last minute and be like, okay, we're going to put this back in the oven and for a bit.
Because, like, that's the thing. When people saw the reveal, it wasn't like a universal praiser thing. It's like,
oh no,
really?
Fucking thought
that's
it was
it.
Stupid.
Like, it looks really
people
dumb.
hated it.
It's basically like a hero shooter mixed with fucking like Apex style of fucking design.
Which, I mean, Apex is a hero shooter, so this is like, and that's just it, right? Is like, this doesn't look. They sit here and hype it up and say they're trying to make a new breed of shooter. It's just an extraction shooter that looks like Apex, but slightly more like, I guess, steampunk, medieval-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like wolf mounts and shit. Like, okay.
Yeah, like mythology type stuff. Like, it looks so bland and uninspired. It's like, oh god, it's so Overwatch Apex with nothing original or interesting going on, aesthetically, gameplay wise. Like, it looks just like it looks like it's gonna play exactly like Apex, pretty much, with only a few differences. Oh, I'm out of bullets. But Cash Patel is out of life, so... Shabingus.
There will
Hey, that
be
cash counter.
accountability.
Hell yeah. And there will be accountability.
I'll get the
Got the server. Sal, you want to come get the door?
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Bam. Oh, no. There we go.
Door open.
Hell yeah, thank you. And we are good. A very, very clean, efficient run. Only had the power box go off once, I think.
Minutes on the dot.
Hell yeah. Yeah, exactly 16 minutes.
One-
Is crazy.
And no damage.
No, let me give you a tip.
Yeah, not one. Do that again.
Let me give you a tip. Zipper noises.
I don't mean to holler at you, but
He ain't no holla back girl.
But a few times he been around that track.
this shit's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
F-O-S-T-E-R.
Alright, well that'll do it for today's raid. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow to raid the DOJ again. I'm still working on the ESO livestream recap video. It's taking a little bit longer than I expected because I'm putting a little bit more into it than I initially planned, but that's... I've always been a very ambitious person, I guess. But it'll be out soon, so be patient, bitches.
Stay tuned.